Hi everyone, I'm filming a get ready with me this morning because I'm going to a Christmas party and I don't know what else to do with my channel. It seems that I'm too exhausted to do anything else with my channel other than get ready with me at the moment, so that's what you're going to be getting for the foreseeable future. Alright, so first I've got my makeshift Alice band, which I'm going to pull just to get my fringe and stuff out of my face. God, I look like a potato. Oh, look at me. Anyway, we're going to make myself look lovely. So, got my Game Set Matte Primer, and while I film this video, I'm just going to be talking about stuff. So yeah, going to a Christmas party today in Brighton. It's going to be very fun. Very much looking forward to it, and oops, I've got to go into the kitchen and just wet my beauty blender. Just give me a sec. And my foundation and my liquid highlighter, because that's my little nifty trick that I like to use to just get my skin all lovely and moonlighty. Yep. And just dotting it around like I usually do. I'm going to look much nicer today. Yes, last time I did one of these, I was kind of setting myself up and roasting myself because I was doing a Y2K look, a stereotypically horrible Y2K look where, come from my highlighter for a second, it's like things keep disappearing in front of my eyes. Really weird, must be my neurodivergence. Yeah, I was roasting the Y2K fashion, and that's not the only Y2K look I'm going to do on this channel, because I do plan to do a series called 100 Years of Beauty where I do a look. Funny enough, I've also done a 1920s look, and like years ago, it probably wasn't a very good video, it was an old one. But yeah, I'm going to do a 1920s look to start with and do like 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, 1990s. I've also done a 1990s look, but I'll do another one, and 2000s, 2010s, and a more modern one. I'm just dotting it all around. I want to make sure we shine like a diamond, baby. Oh, they should sponsor me. I'm being cringe because I don't know what else to say. Dotting highlighter because I want to shine, and I know people will be saying, oh, you're just making yourself look sweaty. No, I'm making myself look frosty, not sweaty, and I like highlighter. Like, have you seen the amount of blush Doja Cat wears in her Vogue tutorial? Like, she just has so much blush, like why can't I do that with highlighter? So just blending it like that. Not only am I pulling a silly face while I'm doing my makeup, I automatically start talking in a silly voice too. Okay, so something that I might be ranting about a lot, you probably, if you follow me on social media, you might see me ranting about it, is Taika Waititi, my muse, my idol, my celebrity crush, has been in The Simpsons, and as you know, a lot of Marvel bros who probably live in their mum's basement and harass women online like to hate on him. And I saw a review by Scream Rant saying that it's probably making it worse, but from what I've heard from the episode, either they were sending up how like haters see Taika, like the whole thing was making him look really arrogant and stuff, and obviously I know what happens, I've not seen the whole episode, but I know what happens and I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who wants to watch it. But they were saying that either they're sending it up or they low-key set Taika up to look bad. In that case, The Simpsons is cancelled, not just because the recent episodes have been, as a lot of Simpsons fans know, not as good as the early years. I tend to stick to the 90s episodes, and some of the early 2000s ones were good, so I'm giving the I just did something that I have not been doing recently. I put foundation on before eyeshadow. Must be an off day for me. Well, anyway, I'm just going to have a sip of water, and then I'm going to use concealer as primer because I have lost my beloved Barry lid lock, which I am upset about because it is a really nice primer. Hopefully this will suffice. My just usual Revolution concealer, and I'm going to show you all the palettes I'm going to use today. I'm going to use 3 of my Cosmic Brushes palettes. I was inspired by Amy Loves Makeup to use them because she did a really good video swatching all of them, and she compared the formula to Glamlight, which I love because I love Glamlight and I love Cosmic Brushes, and both of them are Woman of Colour owned, which I really like, and yeah. I'm going to use my Serenity palette, which is the first one that I ever bought from Cosmic Brushes. Sorry, I'm thirsty. And I'm going to use my Delights palette, which I only bought recently. I was on an ring of whether to get it when it initially launched, but I decided to get it just because, like, previously I hadn't got it because, like, I was trying to be good, I was trying to save money, but then I decided I wanted it. And of course I'm going to be using my beautiful Winter Wonderland palette, which is the newest one. Oh, you're seeing the camera and stuff and all the shit on this desk. And I'm going to be using, I like using several palettes. I'm going to be using my lovely Blend Bunny palette, Sickly Sweet. And so we're going to try and make a decision of what shade to dip into first. I'm probably going to, excuse me, I'm probably going to dip into, I'm going to be doing my usual sort of smoky pastel kind of lo-fi look, the blue, pink, purple kind of look that I usually do. I'm going to start off by going into Fresh Air from the, I'm going to do like a whole load of blues. I'm going to, give me a second to look for the right brush that I am going to use. Here it is, my Urban Decay one that came with the Naked Ultraviolet palette when I had it. I'm going to go into Fresh Air. I'm just going to start working that along the crease. I don't even know if I'm going to call this a transition shade, but it's the nearest thing to a transition shade. I don't even really, to be honest, know what a transition shade is. But I just hear a lot of makeup YouTubers using that term. I can't speak, it's too early. So yeah, as I was talking about the Simpsons episode, of course people are saying, oh, it's just like, it makes him look even more egotistical, but like, I could totally see it as they're sending up the way that the way all those Marvel twats proceed him. I recently made a TikTok that was using Dorian Electra's Man to Man song. If you haven't heard that song, go and listen to it now. I absolutely love that song. It's an absolute bop and should be a hyper pop classic. And basically I did a song basically implying that I wanted to fight these people in a parking lot. I was joking. I had to say, for legal reasons, this just legal disclaimer, this is a joke. And I'm now going into a bit slushy. I'm going to put slushy down, sort of further down, and then ice pop further up. And I had to say, like, for legal reasons, this is a joke. And I got some fucking twump on there posting being like, perfectly justified as he made a real disappointment of what could have been a great Thor movie, and I just blocked the person immediately. Yeah. Now going into Ice Pop. I'm using the Delights palette now. Cosmic brushes are so good at packaging. Amazing at it. And looks like I'm trying to draw the sea on my eye. And now we're going to go into Feeling Blue in not the Delights, the Sickly Sweet palette. I saw a YouTuber, I'm just going to diffuse a bit at the top. I saw a YouTuber, I forget who it was, say that the Sickly Sweet palette was a better and cheaper alternative to the Natasha Denona pastel palette, which I originally was gonna get at one point but never did. Mainly just because I'm not really into Natasha Denona anymore. Just like I've got the Circo Loco palette, which was probably one of the most expensive ones that I had, but I'm not really into high end. I prefer indie brands. Yeah. Everyone raves about Charlotte Tilbury, but not really my sort of thing. And I'm going to put a bit of Icicle in the Winter Wonderland palette just to cool down that area, because this could be seen as like a winter look, because it is winter. And then we're just going to find a blending brush, and a brush that I can use for blending. That's what a blending brush is. And we're just going to blend like this. I wish I could be a bit more kind of like lively in these videos, but not really how I am. Hopefully you find me nice and sort of like chill and relaxing. Just blending it. I still look like I'm drawing the ocean on my eye. Ocean eyes, like Billie Eilish. But yeah, now we're going to go into, going into the Serenity palette. And what is this shade called? Awake. This kind of lavenderish shade. And just further down, I'm just going to put that just to cool this down and make it a bit more going, because we're going to fade into purple as we usually do. Okay, it's starting to look like a weird sunset now, as we're like fading into purple. Let's find what pink shall I use, because let's find a good pink. I like my pinks blue toned. Let's see, I'm probably going to mix Jelly Bean from the Delight palette with Make a Wish from the Serenity palette. Mix the two colours together. We're just going to make the inner brow bone blush a bit. Yes, mixing colours can be good. Mixing colours can be good. I love working with indie formulas. So cool. Like, they just blend way better, and they blend way better, and they sort of just work better. And I'm going to use this very pale blue, Snowfall. Just going to start using that to diffuse kind of to the top, because then I'm going to, obviously I put like white on the brow bone. Diffusing it like this. Sorry, I just have to cough. Probably why I've been sipping. I wasn't actually thirsty, I lied. I'd just been trying to shut that cough up because I didn't want to cough on camera. And the way I've got my camera set up, it's kind of hard to take it down. And then we're going to just go into a bit of like whipped cream for the absolute brow bone. that's a funny way of saying it, absolute brow bone. And just blend it like that. And let's find a black shade. Do we have a black shade? Different shades of black. I'm probably going to go with Clear Skies because it's not black, it's very, 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 very dark blue. Comment if you get the Father Ted reference. Just, I like to darken my outer corner just because it always looks really cool when you do that, because it kind of goes into the kind of kind of thing. It's kind of cool there, but no, we need to blend it. Oh, got some fallout. Don't worry, we can cover it up with concealer. Just can't believe I put foundation first. I've not been doing that for a while. I used to do that, but stopped. So I stopped myself before I could start applying concealer. Okay. It kind of deepens the outer V. And then we're going to look for darker colours, darker blues to sort of go over that. I might add a bit of Cold, which is this kind of indigo colour, just on that area. I cannot wait to show you the beautiful dress that I've got, which I'm going to show you when I've done doing my makeup. And also I need to do my nails too, because I did my nails earlier, but I was putting on my tights, and here's a tip, don't put on your tights before you put on your nail varnish, because if you do that, you ruin your nail varnish. And the one thing that really pisses me off about so many nail polishers is they go, when they dry for ages, they're just stuck in this kind of Play-Doh consistency where it's still soft but kind of set, and you can't use your hands at all because you end up scuffing it somehow. It's super annoying. Okay, trying to decide what I'm going to do next. Not quite decided. Oh yes, we're going to put a bit of slushy on the outer V just to blend it in with the blue. Like this. Sorry, I just went off camera then because I don't know if you heard footsteps just then, but my housemate came downstairs and he went into the kitchen, and I just wanted to wait for him to get out of the way before I could carry on filming. So yes, I was just blending this area, and now we're going to start going into the purple for real. So look for a nice purple to use. See, well, the purples are a bit, I know I'm going to mix does that say morose? Yes, it does. Morose and Frills and Thrills from the Sickly Sweet, with Pixie and Awake from the what's it called? The Serenity, or is it's Serenity. It's early. And a bit more, and we're just putting that in the socket area. In the socket area, and then we're going to, this will make sense when we start using the shimmers. There we go. And then we're going to, where's that other brush gone? I like to make these videos nice and kind of conversational and casual, but like some of this is accidental, but it kind of adds to the excuse me, the vibe of it being nice and casual. I'm going to use Just Peachy and Bellyache in the Sickly Sweet, just to put in the inner corner. I like to do a little peach in the inner corner. Like that. That looks lovely. And now I'm going to see what shimmers we're going to use. Trying to decide, probably going to use more than one as usual, so I'm going to start with the shade Serenity, a mix of Serenity and and what does that say? Ether from the Serenity palette, and just use a mixture of shimmers just so it looks cool and multifaceted. Why has the light suddenly got worse in here? Luckily you can all see me good, but I'm worried about being able to see myself. And I'll just blend that. And then next, I'm going to use a mixture of Frost and Winter Solstice in the Frost, Winter Solstice and Crying Sprinkles. First two is from the Winter Wonderland palette and the other one is from the Sickly Sweet palette. I'm just going to use that to diffuse. I do not like using only one thing with my makeup. Just so much more interesting when you use more than one thing. Don't like to just use one eyeshadow, one lipstick, one blush and all that. I like it to be more interesting than that. Keep coughing, it's really annoying. Wipe away. It's not COVID, it's too gooey for that. No, I don't have COVID. I've not had COVID yet. I never had it. And I'm going to use Sugar Plum and put a bit of that over the outer corner and just blend that like that. And for the Pourette Play, deciding what Pourette Play, my new word for purple in Weird Alexis talk, we're going to use some Big Feelings from the Sickly Sweet, Sickly Sweet, and Comfort from the Winter Wonderland, just to add a bit of Pourette Play. Like that. I'm making this almost sort of like, I was going to say duochrome, but I should say multi-chrome. Just need to clear my throat. Excuse me. Now let's look for a lovely shimmery pink. So I can use, I can't decide. Okay. What shall I use? Oh, this is decisions when you just can't make a decision. What shimmery pink should I use? Any ideas? I don't know. I've taken the wrong brush. Where is my roundish one? Find it. Where's it gone? Yeah, here it is. This is what I was looking for, the one with the more round thing. And I'm still deciding what pink I should use. Okay, I'm going to go with a mixture of sprinkles and frosting, and I'll look for some others to use. And I'm going to use a beet. I'm just going to use sprinkles and frosting just to kind of add some sparkle to that area. And then why excuse me, why do they keep escaping? And then we're going to use more than one shimmery white. I'm going to use Opal from the Serenity palette, Delicious from the Delights palette, and Wonderland from the Winter Wonderland palette. Highlight the brow bone. Highlight it like that. This is probably one of the most neurodivergent makeup tutorials ever. I'm being so chaotic. But hey, being neurodivergent is awesome and I'm proud of it, and you should be too. And then we're going to look for a really like peachy gold shimmers. Yes, we're going to use some Odyssey from the Serenity palette, some Ruffles, and Cupcake and Cotton Candy from the Sickly Sweet palette. Oh, that's really added a sparkle to my inner corner. Lovely. And now we're going to go in with my Consoalier again. Oh, am I possessed by Luxaria? I absolutely love her. And Roly. I call Luxaria Lux Washlier because she's always calling things Warlier and Wobblier. I lost it laughing when she was watching America's Next Top Model, and there was a bit where the America's Next Top Scandal Girls, as she called it, and there was a bit where the Scandal Girls were having their bikini waxes done, and her reaction was, "Oh, Swaliers," like referring to pussies, and that absolutely cracked me up. And so I'm just going to do a cut crease. And so I call Luxaria Lux Washlier because she's always calling things Wobblier, Warlier, Washlier, and I find it hilarious. She makes everything fancy in French, and she always wants she makes me want to call my channel my Chanel. I find it so funny and cute how she does that. Hello, beautifuls, welcome back to my Chanel. She just, everything has to be fancy and fabulous and kind of French sounding for her. And again, need to change brush. And now we're going to find, okay, now we're also going to use, we're going to use a mixture of, use a bit of chill, a bit of Sugar Plum from the Delights. We're also going to use a bit of Chill and a bit of Breath, both of whom are from the Winter Wonderland. And we're just going to, what I do is I just sort of line and like outline the cut crease. And then we're going to go in with the pinks. You're going to use a mixture of Jelly Bean and Milkshake from the Delights palette. You just going to stamp it on like this. Like, I saw the clip of Taika in The Simpsons where Lisa first met him, and I assumed that was all he was doing. I didn't know he was in the whole episode, and it turns out, okay, spoiler alert, he's the villain in it. He does the murder. I don't blame him for trying to fuck over Comic Book Guy, because Comic Book Guy is an arsehole. But, like, there was this article going on about, like, oh, it's all raving about how successful he is. It's just, it's promoting the whole idea that he's self-congratulatory and self-indulgent. But, like, all of that, Taika has said in interviews that he's really struggles with imposter syndrome, which is honestly relatable. And yeah, he's talked about that. And I feel like the whole, oh, he's got an ego thing is him, he's kind of mocking Hollywood and also just like mocking, and just kind of, I feel like it's his way of coping, like joking, like his sense of, his humour's very obviously his way of coping with shit. And what am I doing? I just forget what I'm doing sometimes. Ugh. And I have issues. And then we're going to go into sprinkles and frosting in the Delights palette. So, yes, I'm going to Brighton. I really want to move back there because I did used to live in Brighton, but moved to Portsmouth because of uni and never left, which, yes, I know, sounds like an Our Flag Means Death reference. Bit of opal. Opal just on the lid, like this. You see, this is why I actually started to understand why people, I used to find it really weird that people would do concealer, like foundation first, but now I understand why. It helps you really kind of sculpt the eyeshadow, but I feel like I can do it after concealer. I can do it, lost my train of thought. I can do it with concealer since I've accidentally done my foundation first. I'm not starting again with that. I'm going to redo like the outline. Okay, my eyes look lovely. As lovely as they can be, just, I'm such a perfectionist. Okay, so now I'm going to take my concealer and we're going to start sculpting things, and also I'm going to add a bit more liquid highlighter. Don't know why I'm making that weird noise. I'm just weird. And this is not me trying to be a pick-me and trying to be all kind of like, ooh, look at me, I'm so quirky. This is me just being myself. Being my weird, neurodivergent, unfiltered self. And also nurse might play into it too. And yeah, I'm going to go like that. And now for the highlighter. I'm going to shine like a diamond. Boop, 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 boop. And like this. This, if anyone's heard of the whole game Whamageddon that people used to play when they would, I'll never forget, on like Christmas 2017, there were people, some of my Facebook friends were doing it, where they would just try and avoid the song Last Christmas by Wham, which I actually like that song. I love that song, and I love All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Everyone seems to hate that song but me, I love it. And also pisses me off how everyone just reduces Mariah Carey's whole career to that song when she's one of, arguably in my opinion, one of the most talented singers there's ever been, along with Whitney Houston and Celine Dion and Beyonce. And so Whamageddon, but I'm trying to do it with Do They Know It's Christmas, because I actually hate that song for many reasons. I find like the key it's in, and I just don't really like the sound of it. It's overplayed, and it sounds like, my friend actually said, it sounds like it was written by a 5-year-old who thinks that Africa is a big, hot, poor country when it's actually a continent and made up of several countries. And they do know it's Christmas because of imperialism. Okay, so what do we need next? We need this, my cream contour. And I've stopped wearing bronzer just because I go for cooler looks anyway. And I'm not really into looking tan, so just not wearing bronzer just doesn't make sense. And although, to be honest, I could have done with some bronzer yesterday when I was doing my, whenever it was, when I was doing my Y2K look, because I was trying to make myself look as orange as possible. I honestly love how cheesy Y2K fashion is. It's so funny. Like, none of us really noticed it. Like, I lived through it, but I wasn't that fashionable then because I was like a child. But did people really think they looked so hot, like with like a Donald Trump orange tan? Like, obviously Donald Trump was such a big thing. I don't even know if he really had an orange tan then. That might have been later, but like, and like boring ass eyeliner and just unblended frosty eyeshadow. And don't get me started on the clothes. Like, everyone like wore like, one good thing was music was very good in the early 2000s in Y2K, like 90s. It was sort of like a sort of follow on by how awesome the 90s music was, but it was kind of its own thing too. I even, when I do like 90s music playlists and things like that on Spotify, will include some early 2000s and even late 80s stuff, which is kind of honorary 90s music because it's still got that kind of sound. Like some late 80s New Jack Swing songs are basically 90s, but they're honorary 90s songs. And some very early 2000s songs are honorary 90s to me because they still have that sound. Even and also like they might have been released in the 2000s, but if they're definitely 90s, they definitely count as 90s to me if they were like recorded in the 90s. And there we go. Blending. I may go for avant-garde looks, but I still need my contour to look natural. I don't know why I pursed my lips. Seems right. I should put some contour up here too. Makes sense. Saw a really good video on YouTube today, or maybe it was yesterday. It was the Whitney Avalon, those princess rap battles, and it was the Queen of Hearts versus the Wicked Witch of the West. It was so funny. And in my opinion, the Queen of Hearts won. And one I really want to see one day would be Cruella de Vil versus Mrs. Tweedy from Chicken Run, since they both kind of like are villains in similar ways. They're money-hungry women who want to kill a whole load of the main characters in order to sell a product. With Cruella, it's fur coats made out of the Dalmatian puppies, although in my opinion she kind of has a fur spot fetish too. Like, I don't know about the original Cruella from the earlier film, but definitely Glenn Close Cruella definitely has a fetish. Like, she seems weirdly sexual about fur. And yeah, I've just ruined your childhood. Cruella de Vil has a fur fetish, and Mrs. Tweedy wants to make pies out of the chickens. But spoiler alert, but it's quite a well-known film. But like, also I didn't mind so much about it earlier, but I'm kind of feeling hyped about the new Chicken Run movie, this Dawn of the Nugget, especially as they've cast a non-binary actor, Bella Ramsey, as Ginger and Rocky's daughter. And also because they've recast Rocky. Like, there's been all this controversy about the recasting, but in my opinion, I'm glad they recast Rocky, just because look up why Mel Gibson is allegedly not the best person in the world. I'm glad he's losing out on work now. And also, Rocky is played by Flynn Rider himself, Zachary Levi from Tangled. I can already hear him being much more likeable in this version. Two characters. I've been watching clips of Chicken Run recently. I might watch the whole original film just as like a precursor to watching the sequel, just because and I forgot how funny those two rats are, Nick and Fetcher. There's that line. There's this line me and my dad used to quote all the time where Nick says to Fetcher, "After you, Fetcher," and he's like, "After I what?" That absolutely cracked me up. And yeah, me and my dad used to quote that all the time. We'd be like, "After you," I'd be like, "After I what?" And one line and another line from them that I quite short is, "Attention's killing me, it's gonna kill her." And another line that I never really knew from the rats that I never noticed how funny it was is right at the end when, like, spoiler alert, they're escaping or something like that, and one of the rat, Nick, is like giving like them a pep talk about emergency. And in the event of emergency, put your head between your knees, and then Fetcher cuts his head and kiss your bum goodbye. I never noticed how funny that was. That line's been cracking me up. Yeah, those rats, great comic relief characters. It's in general, I'd say, even though it's got really dark elements, it seems it's quite light-hearted. Like, it's a film where you kind of know there's going to be a happy ending, and it's, yeah, it's very dark, but it's very funny at the same time. It's a real black comedy, and personally, I quite like the new Ginger. People were pissed that she got recast, but in my opinion, the new Ginger sounds exactly like the original one from the clips I've heard. Literally, I wouldn't be able to hear the difference. And the woman that plays Ginger now, I always used to see in Olay commercials when I was younger. Yeah, she's very pretty. And like I said, I've got Ginger's daughter, Ginger Rocky's daughter, who is played by Bella Ramsey, who is non-binary, and I love to see a non-binary actor. We're going to now just powdering. You might find it weird that I want to be all shiny and out powdering, but this helps set everything in place and helps with the whole contouring thing. I just love what you can do with makeup. When I do my makeup looks, I end up looking how I want to look, because I have issues with body image, and I actually feel beautiful when I do my makeup looks, which is really good for me. I'm going to put a bit on my Cupid's bow. Sorry about these silent moments. I just feel like I need to stop talking when I'm having to concentrate on powdering. Okay, so that's the powder. So while that's setting, I'm going to make a start on my eyebrows. Let's find my eyebrow and eyeliner all in one brush. What colour shall I do my eyebrows in? Find a good brown that I can use. Use the Delights palette with no mixture of Melancholy. Add Doom and Gloom. Oh god, I love some of these shades. I like the Urban Decay lipsticks. So I'm just brushing my eyebrows out with a spoolie. I'm going to go into Melancholy and first just outline the bare bones of my brows. Like that. Do the tail and then the top bit. Just I'm going to go into Doom and Gloom and just start doing the individual hairs. Kind of looks like an eyebrow skeleton now. Like that. By the way, in case you didn't notice, I'm in my living room at the moment because the lighting is just so much better in there. I didn't come in here in my last video because it would have been weird and I might have disturbed people because it was about 3 AM when I filmed that, so I decided to just stay in my room, but I'm able to capture better angles here and it's better lighting. And like, my room has literally got the worst lighting. The lighting's absolutely crap in my room. I don't know why I'm singing. I was obsessed over eyebrow symmetry, but Michelle Phan said that they're supposed to be sisters, not twins. And I know I quote that way too much. Another sip of and today, because I'm not doing a Y2K look, I actually get to do nice eyeliner, not fucking boring eyeliner. And no, that's my lip liner. Where is there's my eyeliner pencil, which is nice and sharp. Luckily, we're going to tight line my eyes like I usually do. that. I'm going to pull a hideous face. Always was worried about doing the top tight lining, the top waterline, because just putting a pencil so near your eyes was scary, but now I found like, oh, I can cover that up. It's actually possible. There we go. And now, now I'm going to go into my, I've got a notification from YouTube. Samantha Lux, another YouTuber I'm into, an awesome trans YouTuber who does videos about trans stuff. She's awesome. I'm going to do my outer eyeliner, as I call it, my cat eyeliner. Although I looked more like a mouse when I did that. And I'm going to start just lining here, cover up that smudge I made. And again, I hide my face with the palette because I'm concentrating on actually doing it, and this isn't actually a tutorial, this is just to get ready with me. So I've been saying the shades that I'm using, but I'm not actually like teaching you anything. I'm just talking shit while you watch me do my makeup, and I don't care if you've come here to make fun of me and laugh at me, because at least you're giving me views. In fact, I plan on doing a hate comments video soon. I don't get that many hate comments, but I have had a few. And I plan to roast people who have left me hate comments in that video and have some sassy quips. Because people are going to send hate comments. Yeah, I'm probably going to. I hope that this hate comment video will be funny. So that's my eyeliner. Again, I'm just so kind of like obsessive. There we go, that is my eyeliner. My eyes look enormous now. Taika has it so he naturally looks like he's wearing eyeliner. It's not fair, it's just probably because he's got really long eyelashes. He just has the most beautiful eyes ever. To be looked at by them would be amazing. And now I'm just dusting off the excess powder. Like that. I'm not picking my nose. Don't come at me. I am just itching on the inside. I always say that. I don't want any shitty comments of, ooh, you're picking your nose, ooh, disgusting. I don't pick my nose on camera. You will not see me picking my nose. Excuse me. Where is my highlighter brush? Brushes never want to be found. Here it is. Right, I have got my new highlighter. This is the Kimchi Chic collab with Trixie. It's called like a best friends highlighter. What's it called again? With light double diamonds. Oh my god, the mirror is covered. Hear this. Oh my god. There's another one. Oh. These drag queens don't want me to see myself. Why has it got stuck to me? So. Putting it on my cheekbones. I want to glow like a diamond. On my nose. On my brow bone. My chin. Now this is the kind of makeup I like doing, not turning myself into orange Donald Trump with silver eyeshadow, boring liner and no highlighter or any fun like that. So that's my highlighter. And I've noticed I've forgotten about lashes, so I'm going to have to go upstairs and look for my lashes. I've got my lash glue obviously, but actually not, I'm going to do a Nikki tutorials and I'm going to put my lashes on off camera. So see you in my fluttery eyelashes. And while I wait for all that shit to dry, I'm going to do my lipstick. So what I always do with lips is checking I have my sunscreen in there. I don't, I'll have to go upstairs for it. Start by putting on this SPF lip balm, because sun protection is very important. It's slightly tinted, but the lipsticks I use will blot it out. Kind of looks like I've got nude lip on, but this lip balm tastes really nice. I'm now going to do my lip liner. Get the Cupid's bow. I don't do too much for Cupid's bow. I like to give myself a fuller top lip and a smaller bottom lip because it just looks better that way. I go slightly outside on like the outside, just do slightly. Ever so slightly because you don't want it to look stupid. And then I'm going to go in. You probably can hardly understand what I'm saying because I'm saying it while doing my lipstick. And recently I discovered a new technique of doing the ombre lip I'm into. Oh, it's made my lips look enormous. So we're going to get my lip brush. Oh my god, this lip balm tastes so good. It tastes kind of orangey, really sweet. I'm just going to, we're seeing people blend the inner bit of the lip liner. Like that. And now we're going to take this purpley lipstick. And we're going to start by just, we're going to focus more on the centre first, because this is going to be the lightest colour, which I put on the centre. It's very sheer, so I want to get it nice and visible. And then we're going to take the other one, the second lightest, or no, this is third lightest actually, because I put the fourth lightest on. I put the lightest on at the end, and then kind of the intermediate, and then the biggest, the plummies. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. And there we go. But now we're going to take our lip brush, and we're going to take this Ciate one, Cosmic by the Glitter Storm lipstick, and we're going to take a load of it and just put it in the centre, just to lilac it up. Sounds like that'd be a typo, like liven it up, but no, I mean lilac it up. Like that. There we go. Like that. And finally, lip gloss. I'm going to use this Astral Flash Dance by Pat McGrath. I'm just going to put on most of the lip. And then Astral Moonflower, also by Pat McGrath, we're going to put just on the centre, just to add a bit more blue tone to the centre of the lips. And scrape off the stuff that is like stained, because I hate it when lip glosses get stained. And that's pretty much my lips. I'm just going to take some of the Kimchi highlighter, just highlight my Cupid's bow. Oh, and cannot forget one of my, actually we'll do this at the end, and actually I don't have any mascara, so I hope these lashes, I might get some mascara, get a cheap one when I'm out, when there's a little Superdrug at the Brighton station, might use that. Might have to put a reminder on my phone to do that, but here's the most important bit. We're going to take my eyeliner and we're going to do my little eyeliner hearts like this. Of course I botch it because I botch everything. I've been in a better mood the past few days, been feeling less tense, less anxious. Don't know why, maybe it's the Christmas spirit getting to me. And there we go. Now I'm going to just take this off. Oh yes, I forgot. I'm going to take my setting spray. I'm just going to brush my hair into submission, get my fringe forward. And like that, just fluff my hair up so it doesn't look all flat and stupid. And now I'm going to show you my dress. This is my lovely dress I'm going to wear. It's a kind of cocktail dress, it's blue. And I'm just going to put it on and then I'll do my nails because I'm not putting it on after my nails. Okay, so got my dress on, my little blue dress on. It's tighter than it was because I don't need my clothes to tell me I put on weight, I already know. But yeah, I'm going to do my nails. I'm going to be using my Mooncat stuff that I showed you in my video where I did my haul. So I'm just going to start off just smoothing over with my haul on my ASMR channel, that is. Don't start trying to look for it in my main channel. I'm going to get comments saying, you have a haul in Mooncat. I'm like, it's on my ASMR channel where I'm whispering. Yeah, I tend to like doing hauls on that channel for some reason. And I now have I can't find my pointy thing that I use. It's my pointy thing in here. I should try and find my pointy thing. If I find it, you'll be able to see what I mean by pointy thing. You'll be like, who's this weirdo? Why are they looking for their pointy thing? Oh, forget the pointy thing. It's around here somewhere. First thing I'm going to use is, everything's disappearing today. Nail elixir, that's it. Going to need to find my Speed Demon top coat soon. Tell me it's in here. Just watching me looking for things because I can never find anything. Never find anything. Ever. Both the nail polishes I'm going to use. I'm going to have to go off camera and look for it. This was my pointy thing. This is what I was looking for because I'm just going to use it to just clean up my nails a bit. I don't know if you saw on TikTok the other day, I broke this nail. Oh, sorry, I'm giving you the finger. I broke that nail the other day. It was so annoying. And so just scraping out any gunk that got under my nail. I like to make sure my nail's nice and clean. We're using the other side to push back my cuticles. Just going to make my nails look as long as possible. Oh, I love it when my face is shiny. So yeah, I actually did all this earlier, but then I had to put on my tights and it scuffed up my nail polish. It's so annoying. I just wish nail polish didn't go into that Play-Doh consistency. So, just push back my cuticles like that. And now we're going to use the nail elixir, which I found out is really good for keeping my nails stronger, which is why they've been feeling so much harder recently. Yeah, a bit much tougher. Not as wimpy because I want to grow my nails and have them be long. These brushes are nice and wide, so I'm going to go. Obviously I want them to be a bit cleaner when I actually do my nail polish. This is just the bottom. Ooh, I look magic. Ooh, I'm Wolverine. Okay, now we're going to use this primer, which is a kind of pink colour. Apparently oh, this is good for cuticles. Oh, why do I always put on too much with the primer? Yes. To do this and this, and I need to cough again. There we go. And boop, boop, like this. I sound mad, I know, but it's just how I am. There you go, that is the primer. And now we're going to do my favourite combination, which I actually did on my ASMR video. We're going to use Mercury's Tears. There's this lovely shade. Start by just get it as neat as possible. I am so sick of my nail polish being messy. I wish it would stay neater longer. But I have to say this nail polish can be patchy. I was expecting it to be better. And clean off the excess like this. I can clean it up afterwards. Clean it up while we're waiting for it to dry. I don't even know why anyone is sitting watching me do my makeup and talk crap, but I'm glad you are. It gives me views, obviously. Just polish my nails. I wonder what's called nail polish. Like, polish, doesn't that mean like removing stuff from your nails? Nail polish is when you put stuff on your nails. I'm so weird. Yes, like that. And the other hand, which is so much more difficult because I'm usually right-handed. So, oh, why must it always be messy and bitty? Honestly, this one, I love the colour, I love the combination of using it, but this nail polish is problematic. It has some slightly dodgy tweets from 10 years ago. No, I'm kidding. Well, if it did, then as long as it had learnt, then that'd be fine, but like, it's hit or miss as to whether it actually works on my nails or not. Often it weirdly kind of like doesn't spread. It's really annoying. It just kind of stays in one place. Isn't as opaque as I hoped it was going to be. But I love doing this look. Because the other nail polish I'm using is Curse of Calypso, which is an Our Flag Means Death reference now. Not intentionally, but I see it as an Our Flag Means Death reference. I'm just going to neaten it up with the pointy thing again. Oops. Neatening it up with the pointy thing. I don't even know what this thing's called, I forget. Probably says on the Mooncat website, but I just call it a pointy thing because I'm weird. So yeah, I quite like about this dress. It's almost kind of 1920s like. Kind of makes me look like a little flapper. Sure, it would have tried a bit. I'm just going to go over. Looks more purple in this light, looks more green in other lights, but it goes really lovely kind of when I put it with the Curse of Calypso, it goes with the Love Goes, a lovely shimmery kind of multi-chrome baby blue, which I love. I love anything baby blue. Painting it on like this. I don't know what to say, so I'm just humming now because I'm weird. I hope you like my weird personality because I can't be any other way. Probably wondering why I've not been like this before. I sort of feel like I'm being more myself and more kind of raw on my channel more now. Previously I was trying to like be very polished, but that's not really me. I just want to kind of be myself on my channel and just be totally unfiltered. And if you don't like it, you can get out. It's okay, I'm sure you'll all be nice except for the bitches that leave hate comments, which I'm going to read out in another video. And I'm just going to neaten it up while it dries, like this. Neaten it up. Oh my god, scuffed already. It just has to brush against something. It's honestly so annoying. Always have to scuff it. Makes me just want to scream. Okay. Try not to scuff this side. Like that. And then scrape off the excess. Ooh, that wasn't enough excess scraped off. Like that. Another one like that. And you're probably watching and you're probably just being like, who is this weirdo? The truth is I just don't know what else to say, so I'm just being very raw because I'm a hot mess. Paint it on like that, and there we go. Oh god, I didn't scuff it. I always panic whenever I've got nail polish drying and it touches like anything, because I know what nail polish can be like when it's drying. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Do-do-do. Bless me. There you go. And have a little drinky while I wait for my nail polish to dry. I always hear that and I'm like, first I'm going to have a little drinky and then I'm going to execute the whole burly lot of you. Blackadder reference. Queenie. One thing I noticed today was Miranda Richardson plays Mrs. Tweedy in Chicken Run, and she's also played Queenie in Blackadder, and she also played in the 90s version of Alice in Wonderland, she played the Queen of Hearts. I've noticed she really likes playing characters that have a predilection for beheading people. I don't know if that says something about her or whatever. And I'm going to start putting on Calypso, Curse of Calypso. And again, I do not know what to say because I don't even know why I don't know what to say. It's early. Putting on the nail polish. Curse of Calypso. It should have been called Calypso's Birthday. Comment if you get that reference. If you're a fellow Our Flag Means Death fan. There you go. And now I'm going to put it on this side. Like that. Funny enough, if you see me just in my room, I will have conversations with myself. Like, I talk to myself. I've had housemates accuse me of losing my mind before, although that's kind of ableist, but accusing me of hearing voices and stuff, which I don't. I just talk to myself just because I don't have anyone else to talk to. But right now, filming this video is a bit like that because I can just talk. And getting a bit better, getting a bit more near to another little drinky. Like that. And waiting for my nail polish to dry, which takes about 1,000,000 years. So we're going to do another one. Humming I'm So Hot by Chrissy Chapeka. Love her. There you go. And the other side. The other side. Ooh. Like this. Like this. This. 2 layers each of the shades, or should I say polishes, and there we go. And then wait about 10,000 million years for it to dry and get out of that annoying Play-Doh stage, which is super annoying because it's where you scuff it the most. But wait for it to dry a little bit and then I'm going to add my... Right, time for my Speed Demon top coat. I love that name. I literally panic every time my drying nail polish touches anything. I'm like, oh no, please don't be ruined, please don't be ruined. And then I'm just going to put the Speed Demon on top so the demon can do his work. Always, when I hear Speed Demon, it always seems like that episode of the Powerpuff Girls that's called Speed Demon, where the Powerpuff Girls disappear because they're travelling forward in time, and while they're gone, him takes over the world. The episode's actually quite scary. On the top coat. Speed Demon definitely helps it, but not perfect. Okay. Brush down my fringe a bit, make sure my hair looks good. There you go. Nails done, dress on, makeup. I'm going to show you how I look. I'm going to make myself show you me looking fabulous. There you go. There's me. I know it's a little too tight and I'm probably going to get people saying, oh, why are you wearing that, you fat bitch? Well, screw you. Your comments will go in my hate comment video.